and Team 4, looks like you guys are ready. Judges, I will give you about 10 to 15 seconds just to adjust your scoring however you need. Team 4, please share your screen and just hold on for about 10 seconds, and then you can get going.
Okay. 10 seconds, right? Wait, can I have 5 seconds?
Yeah, breathe, go on. That's absolutely fine.
Okay, 3,
Go
2,
for it.
1. We're not unmuted. Oh, okay. Are we unmuted?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Good afternoon, wonderful guests and judges. My name is Katrina. This is Jaden and this is Ethan. And at the back, that's Charlotte and Sumin. We are Acsesa, a startup company that aims to help the disabled with having fashionable and functional shoes that they can put on independently. I think it's lagging. Yep, yeah. Here's the problem. Many people with disabilities, including arm amputations and scoliosis, are unable to put on their shoes independently because of bending or actually tying up laces. These disabilities can affect every age group, and almost 85% of the elderly all around the world have back problems, according to penmedicine.org. As a result of being unable to find shoes that they can put on independently, they are unable to find footwear that are appropriate for different sports and that are up with trends, and they eventually settle for slippers. For younger people that are disabled, not being able to keep up with trends and what's fashionable is isolating and makes them feel excluded even more from able-bodied people. 60% of the world's 650 million people with disabilities live in Asia, which is our target market. So you can see how this problem is prominent, very prominent. What's the solution? A shoe that can be put on independently with your body weight, with just your body weight, that is moderately priced and fashionable. Our shoes are dress shoes, sports shoes, and casual shoes.
Here at Acsesa, we stand out by not just focusing on efficiency, but also comfortability and fashion. Furthermore, we direct our resources to helping the disabled. This is our website. This is our website. Our aim is eventually open up outlet stores, but for now, we will start selling online using our own website. On the bottom right, you can see a feature for the community chat and customer service. Our e-shops will be mostly using GUIs or graphical user interfaces. Our ideal customer is a young man, teenager to 40s, who enjoys outdoor recreation and is aiming to follow trends. He or she lives or wants to live independently and has a disability that affects them putting on their shoes. For example, John Doe, here is a 25-year-old double amputee and is an avid lover of the outdoors and fashion. However, in the future, we aim to expand to an international level.
When we are still a web-based company, we will be using the web sales model as our revenue model, as it would have no initial cost to start selling. And during this time of coronavirus, it would be a lot safer for people to buy stuff at their own home, and there's no risk of us closing down shop. When we eventually get outlet stores, when COVID dies down, we would use the model of retail sales and possibly channel sales for resellers, as that would help our reach to the areas where our stores are not open.
Now you'll be able to see our product growth. We'll be selling our products from a price range of 100 to 300 ringgit Malaysia, which is $23 to $71. We expect a 40,500 net profit a month and a 45,000 gross profit per month. Overall, we expect an approximate 75,000 ringgit Malaysia revenue per month with an expected 60% gross profit.
This is our design thought process where we have gone through multiple inspirations and designs. We have since come up with our final base design for optimal efficiency and gratifying experience. Here's the shoe. When someone steps on it, it will go flat and they can walk freely.
Right.
We
Sorry, team, I'm gonna have to interrupt you there. That's your time. I'd like you to tell us about marketing. I just want to let you know that we're eating into question time now. Continue with the marketing.
Our marketing strategy is to have brand ambassadors that can inspire people, and we aim to be an inclusive brand. Thank you. Does anyone have any questions?
I'll go first, guys. I love your idea. I think it's such a nice, refreshing idea for destigmatizing, people with disabilities. I like the prototype as well. I have a question on that specifically. Have you guys tested it out? How did you guys come about like designing the prototype?
we looked online for like shoes that were already made for the disabled, and then we took those ideas and then we created our very own, and the mechanism and everything is created by us.
Very cool. Thank you.
Elaine, go ahead.
Okay. Can I ask, how large is your target market in Malaysia?
Our target market is not in Malaysia specifically. We want to start out in Japan actually, because it is a port city and there are a lot of up and coming fashion designers that we can pair with. And I'm not sure I heard the rest of your question, but I heard Malaysia. But we're trying to expand to Asia and eventually internationally. But right now that is our target market and where we'll be based.
I see. Okay. Thank you.
My question would be, what is the cost of the shoe? I mean, compared to, let's say, other brands. I mean, roughly. I don't need the exact. Is it comparable? Like, is it maybe 50% cheaper or more expensive, or just roughly?
Actually, it depends, because we will have a few designs of shoes and they will have a price range of 100 to 300 ringgit, which compared to some other companies that sell shoes can be quite cheap, but also for cheap like sandals and stuff, it would be quite expensive.
But it's a bit on the moderate price range because it is a specially designed shoe and we're looking to pair with designers. 100 to 300 ringgit in US dollars is $25 to $75, I think.
Yes, that's correct. Give or take, yes. And where will they be made?
It's in Japan because a lot of people in Japan have a longer lifespan than other countries.
And it'll be in Japan because Japan is in Asia and 65% of the world's disabled population live in Asia. And also there's a lot of up and coming designers there and it's a port city.
Oh, my question was actually where the products will be made, whether the footwear or the sneakers will be made, not where your target market is, which I believe you're saying is Japan.
Yeah, it will be made in Japan and we'll have factories there.
Oh, okay.
Alwan, let's go
Thank
to
you.
you. I see that you've got a question.
Yes, I do. Can I have a look at that prototype again, please? Okay, so if I'm not wrong, these are modeled after the Nike Fly Easies, right? That were launched earlier in February this year.
Yep, they are.
Okay, so Nike charges about $250 to $300 for pretty much the exact same mechanism, almost. Why would someone purchase a shoe from you when they have a more credible, reputable brand? That's my first question. My second question is, how did you actually get your shoe to be significantly cheaper than Nike?
Well, first of all, they might want to buy from us because ours is cheaper than theirs since it's in ringgit Malaysia.
Okay.
And also, our materials, we will use like cheaper materials than Nike, and yeah, and it will still function. And also, we won't charge, like we won't have as big as a profit as Nike because they sell their shoes for very expensive prices.
And why they might not buy these shoes from a reputable and known household name company is because our main ideal customer is disabled people. And unlike other shoe brands of any kind of shoes, they focus more on able-bodied people. So we would be more inclusive, and that might entice people to come buy it from us.
Okay, so you're saying that because your niche or your focus is disabled people, you guys will become the go-to brand. Okay, thank you very much.
Just while we pop the poll up for team 4, Elaine, do you have a question?
Yes. I think to add on to what Pavan has asked, how do you manage to keep costs low without jeopardizing your quality?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
How do you keep your costs low compared to your competitor, Nike, while not jeopardizing quality?
Well, it's actually because we won't charge as much profit as Nike.
And also, we're not jeopardizing the manufacturing. We're just using locally made materials from Malaysia or Japan. We're not importing anything. Our idea is just to export. And also, we don't have any cost of rent for outlet stores yet. But as we get more, if we get more money, we will eventually open outlet stores, and the price will slightly change, I think.
I see. Because if you are going to import raw materials from Malaysia, but your factory is in Japan, you will have transportation costs there. And also, even though you don't have a rental, a store rental cost, but you will still have a rental cost for your factory.
Yeah, we will. We will have a rental cost for the factory and the warehouse to keep all these items. But we will be able to afford shipping costs from Malaysia to Japan because of not having outlet stores. Also, we're taking materials from Malaysia because Malaysia produces a lot of rubber, and we would have rubber soles.
I see. Okay, very thought of, very well thought of. Thank you.
All right, fantastic. Thank you very much, team 4. Sorry, I noticed another history. We're going to just try adjust that. Can you pop your hand up in the attendees? Because again, there's still 3 or 4 hisses in the attendees. So thank you. I will promote that one now so that we sort that one out. Thank you, team 5, for being so patient with us at the moment.